Well, how you doing, everybody? Today we're going to take a quick look at the latest big screen incarnation of Tomb Raider, based on the video game series of the same name, directed by Roar Utaug, whose name I'm probably butchering horribly, and I apologize, and starring Alicia Vikander. Vikander, of course, plays everyone's favorite classic video game heroine, Lara Croft. Laura's multi-bazillionaire father has mysteriously gone missing, and having been gone for 7 years, is presumed dead. But Lara is not about to give up on dear old dad, and she heads out to his last known location on an island somewhere off the coast of Japan with the aid of a drunken sea captain from Hong Kong. Like you do. She soon finds herself going up against some very nasty mercenaries and ultimately raiding a tomb. Because the title. So as far as my history with the Tomb Raider franchise, I don't really have much of one. I didn't play much of the early Tomb Raider games because at the time I don't think I had a console or a computer that could run them. I've played some of the 2013 reboot, mostly liked it, but that's about it. So not having any strong ties to this franchise, I pretty much went into it with no expectations. And I've only seen bits of the Angelina Jolie movies, so I don't really have anything to compare it to as far as big screen adaptations. And overall, I would say it's decent. Which isn't exactly glowing praise, although by being decent, that already puts it miles ahead of most video game adaptations, so there's that. Unfortunately, the movie has kind of a boring start, or at least it felt boring to me. They just took way too long to get to the island of Yamatai so we could get on with the actual tomb raiding already. But once we finally got to the actual tomb raiding, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The movie appears to be loosely based on the 2013 game. Very loosely. So if you were hoping for a faithful adaptation of the game, you're gonna be disappointed there. It looks like they took some basic elements of the game and then just went off in their own direction, which is fine. I don't expect them to make a carbon copy of the game. If I want a carbon copy of the game, I'll just play the game. Unfortunately, the direction they went in wasn't terribly interesting. Again, until we got to the end with the actual tomb raiding. It's got a pretty basic plot. There is this dangerous thing, and the bad guys want to get the dangerous thing and do dangerous things with it, and the good guys have to stop the bad guys from doing dangerous things with the dangerous thing. And at some point, there's a tomb involved. The game that this movie is loosely based on featured a character named Matthias, who was like a deranged cult leader of sorts. In the movie, he's a mercenary. That's about it. And there are a few elements from the video game that they snuck into the movie, but they don't seem to serve much purpose except for the movie to say to the audience, hey, remember this? And there were a few moments where it felt a little too much like I was watching someone play a video game and not watching a movie based on the video game. There was one moment that I did really enjoy, however. Without giving too much away, there's a scene where Lara has to suddenly scramble for her life because she's about to fall to her death or something's about to fall on top of her and crush her or something of that effect. So she scrambles for her life. Oh, now she's safe. Oh shit, something else bad is about to happen. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Oh, I'm safe. Oh shit, something else. Run, run, run. Oh, I'm safe. And by the time she gets to like the 4th thing in a row, she just blurts out, really? And I kind of dug that because that's basically the same feeling I had while playing the game. How much shit can this game throw at me at once? Can I stop to take a breath here? Lara has no luck at all. Vikander did a pretty good job as Lara and is pretty much a dead ringer for Lara from the 2013 game. I mean, they nailed that. Walton Goggins was perfectly serviceable as the villain. He just didn't have a whole lot to work with. Nick Frost's cameo was funny. Daniel Wu, who plays the drunken sea captain, I don't even know why he was in the movie, honestly. His performance was fine, he had a couple of funny moments early on, but for most of the movie, he just had nothing to do. Once they got to Yamatai, you could have killed the character off and it wouldn't have made a lick of difference. I guess there's not much else to say. It's okay. I don't regret seeing it, so that's a plus. I don't think it's worth paying full price, but maybe a matinee. And that wraps it up for Tomb Raider. Till next time, take care.